Thank you very much, my brother. Your Excellency, President William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, and the Commander-in-Chief of our Defense Forces, my colleague Geoffrey Ruku, the Minister for Public Service, the PSS who are present, just to make it brief, and the leadership of the Kenya School of Government, Your Excellency, and all the graduates, good afternoon. Good afternoon once again. You look very beautiful. Yeah? You look very nice, by the way. They just need to adjust some of the kofias so that it doesn't cover your faces. Your Excellency, here, I just want to read the representation. Apart from the Ngao officers who are here, we have the CEO of IPOA and one of the commissioners present here. We have the chairperson of the Public Service Commission, very important person for us, and he's here. We have the PSS who are present here, PS Parliamentary Affairs, PS Public Service, and of course our own PS in the of Internal Security and National Administration. We have also the MP of Teso North, Kaunya, who is representing the committee, and we have the regional commissioners who are present. We also have our IG, Your Excellency. The IG is here, and Your Excellency, it's important the IG be here because we want the IG to replicate this kind of training in the National Police Service the way it's being done in the administration side. Some of the challenges we're having with our police officers is because of the challenges with training and retraining. And you can see the difference that training and retraining makes to the administrators. If we can do the same for our police officers, we are going to get rid of the challenges you see currently facing many of our police officers. And we have the Leadership Academy for the police. They can also benchmark here so that we can work together as a team, as a country. We have also our DCI, Mr. Mohamed Amin here. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, I just want to make very, very, very brief remarks before I invite you. First of all is to training. This training is extremely important. When many colleagues of ours were appointed to cabinet, including myself and others, every one of us was looking for an Ngao officer to assist in your office. Everywhere in the country, even in the private sector, many people understand how the training in public service, particularly among the Ngao, goes. They actually headhunt Ngao officers. And let me say this, Your Excellency, to train somebody, there is no other place where people get better experience than serving as national government administration officers. Because in one day you are in Elwak, the next day you are in Kibish, and then you are in Homa Bay. Then you go back to Taita Taveta. These people understand the country like the back of their hands, Your Excellency. And if you are looking for any person to assign them responsibility, they understand what is government, they understand what is patriotism. Not just a question of loyalty to individual, but this the most patriotic lot. For my short period I've worked with Ngao officers, I've never met more patriotic citizens like all these national government administrators. And therefore, it is important to note that the reason why they are where they are is because of this consistent training. Your Excellency, we continue asking your support to ensure that all our Ngao officers get the necessary training. As we speak, we have been holding what we call Jukwaa la Usalama meetings, and many of these things have been coming out. And Your Excellency, we know that there are about 300 Ngao officers, ACCs, who are yet to be trained. And this training is very important. I request you, Your Excellency, and I want to confirm to the chairman of this school that we own nothing. We are the ministry actually that owes nothing to this school. If I knew that you owe other departments and ministries 1.2 billion, I would have brought more officers here, at least to owe you something, even if it is a little amount of money. Your Excellency, we want you to support us, help us so that we can train these 300 ACCs, because this training is a precursor to their career progression and promotion. And when we went for a meeting with the Public Service Commission with my PS, I am glad the chairman of Public Service and the team agreed that all these officers, once they finish their promotion training, Your Excellency, they will all be promoted accordingly. And some of these officers you saw here will become DCCs. Some will move in their ACC position to a higher level. Those who are overlooked in 2021, for example, will quickly now catch up with their colleagues because they had been left behind. So, Your Excellency, that is very important so that we ensure that there is equity and equality and morale in the part of our staff so that they can move forward. Your Excellency, when we were in one of the Jukwa, one Mr. Wafula, who is serving in Kilifi, told me to my face that he was in Elgeyo Marakwet when I was just starting to campaign to become a senator. He tells me, you went, you became a senator, you repeated, you became a CS, I'm still in the same position. Your Excellency, I felt very bad for him because he has been there for 13 years. And it is because of that, and I see Mr. Wafula is standing there, I'm sure he wanted to be noticed that he's here. Your Excellency, because of that, we want to make sure that the career progression is properly defined. You heard the ACC who spoke here and say that sometimes you have an ACC who is junior to the chief. And they are supposed to supervise the principal chief, but his rank is below. We have already submitted the structure to the public service. We appreciate they have approved. We want to implement so that there is clarity of career progression. And we have also said, some of the ACCs who are here, Your Excellency, were former chiefs. So we've said when some of these ACCs will be promoted and they become DCCs and there is a vacancy, we want also to reserve some opportunities for chiefs across the country who will be promoted to become ACCs, and then that progression continues across. Your Excellency, the second issue I want to clarify is that we are no longer, and I'm glad the CS Public Service did this, we are no longer the old provincial administration. We are not in that cadre. And those people who are accusing public officers here that, oh, provincial administration, we are not there, Your Excellency. We are a service under the 2010 Constitution. And all these people are compliant with the 2010 Constitution. They are governed by the Constitution, they are governed by the principles that govern public service, and they have the most compliant people when it comes to principle of public service. In fact, for those who are not in the practice field, our Ngao officers are working so closely with county governments, and to the extent that sometimes we feel jealous that they have become closer to county governments, Your Excellency, contrary to the fear that people had in the past that we are in competition with county government. We are working to ensure that the principles of consultation and cooperation between the two levels of government work together. The other issue, Your Excellency, I want to I was in Parliament yesterday, Your Excellency, so the other issue I wanted to request is that most of these officers, I've never seen people who sacrifice like they do. Most of them, especially in marginalized and far-flung areas, are operating, Your Excellency, in actually no offices. It's not even called offices. Some, makeshift facilities. In the ministry level, we have designed modeled ACC offices. We are working with some of the MPs, and I appreciate Honorable Kaunya is here. We believe that the CDF, if we work with county government, and in the restructuring of CDF, Your Excellency, we want security and offices of administrators to be prioritized together with the police stations across the country so that this can be built. We in the ministry are going to provide the model office, and then we work together with partners, including private sector, that can help us to make sure that is achieved. Your Excellency, there is one challenge that everywhere we have gone for Jukwa they have raised is the AIE, Your Excellency, Authority to Incur Expense. The AIE has gone, I don't even want to mention the figures. It was somewhere in 50,000, it's come down. Now you give somebody 7,000 for 3 months and tell them you are doing security operation. And you know where it came from, Your Excellency, where the problem came from. The people of Kenya are demanding administrative units all over the country, including administrators. If there's something very popular everywhere, people want more divisions, they want more locations, they want more sublocations. Now, the practical thing which was done was that you have a place that had 1 division, it has now 4 divisions. Now, the budget did not increase. So practically inside here, we had to share the budget of that 1 division with the new 4 divisions. and therefore the new ACCs are unable to carry out their responsibilities. With utmost humility, Your Excellency, we request you, working with the Treasury, to look after the welfare of these ACCs to ensure that they carry out their responsibilities, so that they don't stick to one place and they cannot be able to go to different places. And that is the same applies to the police officers. In another meeting where we will be with the police officers, the same challenge applies. Thank you, Your Excellency. You've given direction on mobility. The Treasury is working on procurement of vehicles that will be used majorly by the police officers, but some part of it is going to be used by a smaller amount will be used by the Ngao officers. We pray that this process is really expedited, and we believe that it will solve the problem of mobility, so that our ACCs are not requesting for border as they are going for their services on the ground. Your Excellency, on the legal reform, we have, as you directed, we have provided regulations on how to establish new administrative units. I have already signed them to the Attorney General for final drafting. It will come to the Cabinet, and then we take it to Parliament, Your Excellency. We have also worked on the regulations that will recognize village elders. We are finalizing them, a policy framework that will also be taken to Parliament for approval. And lastly, Your Excellency, is that we believe once we are done with the ACCs, the 300, we embark on the assistant chiefs and the chiefs. Most of them have no training at all. And we have hired so many zero training. We want our chiefs to become also compliant in terms of issues of training. And on the security side, Your Excellency, there is a misunderstanding by many people why we have National Government Administration Police Unit. It is not the old way where an administrator will direct a police officer what to do. No. We have many police units. We have a police unit that takes care of the railway. We have police units that takes care of tourists. We have police units that takes care of government installations. This is such one other police unit that will be put at the disposal of the administrative officers to help them ensure that they implement the directives of government that are within their purview. And in some instances, Your Excellency, it is necessary that we have officers that are going to protect administrative officers, especially in the border areas and security risk areas. Situations like the one where our chiefs were abducted would have been averted if there are officers who are at the disposal of the chiefs and the administrators, Your Excellency, and that their security must be guaranteed. And we have said, Your Excellency, that, and we've requested IG that all officers who are working in risk areas be allowed to be registered either as NPR or be registered firearm holders, so that they can protect themselves, especially the ACCs and the chiefs in different places. Lastly, Your Excellency, we know this is a graduation. These ACC members have many things they want to speak to you, Your Excellency, and share even a time with you, at least once in this remaining period of your first term. And Your Excellency, they have asked me in the various forum we had that we also want to feel good to come and just have a meeting with you in State House, Your Excellency. We request you that our 2,000 ACCs, please grant them the opportunity to come and sit with you, and also you run them through your better agenda, including all the programs of government, because you will never have better ambassadors who can take the message to the ground than these Ngao officers. With those many remarks, Your Excellency, it's now my singular duty and privilege to invite you to come and address this auspicious occasion and gathering. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you.